welcome to my channel, Twin Flame Spirit. Today I'd like to talk about a theme that's really frequent in the Twin Flame world, which is, yes, you saw the title, I just remember that, which is the runner and chaser dynamic. So if you've been around for a while in the Twin Flame world, then you know that a lot of people and a lot of channels talk about runners and chasers, meaning that either you're one or the other. And usually, like, if you're watching this, you probably have the title chaser, because the runner isn't really online watching YouTube videos. He's out there doing some other crazy thing that you think he's running and he's partying and he's enjoying life. I'm always saying he because obviously my twin is a he, and I think it works for most of you, because I think, yeah, most chasers are women. So, but just know that it doesn't really matter if it's he or she. I talk for both of you, like for all genders, right? It just comes natural to me to say he. I think you can relate. Yeah. So he's out there, right? The runner is out there living the beautiful life. You're not understanding how he can live it. He's like partying, he's studying, he's traveling, he's with someone else, he's married, he has kids, he's doing something other than acknowledging your connection or your relationship or your love or you. So he's out there, right? And you're here watching YouTube videos all night long, all week long. You can't really sleep. You can't really get him out of your mind. He's just there and you just have to chase. There's no other way. You just have, it's like God that has given you the role of a chaser, which is kind of cruel of God if you think about it, right? So yeah, that's where you're at. You're chasing and you think, is life all about? Is this what life is all about? To chase and to like go after the runner who doesn't really want to have anything to do with me? Yeah, you're right to ask yourself these questions, because the answer isn't really yes, you are the chaser and he's the runner. The answer is a bit different. It's you're both running. That's actually the secret. So I didn't make this up. It just makes a whole lot more of sense than like you're chasing and he's running, because that there's not really a solution to that. What's the solution to that? If you're the chaser, like how do you want to make him stop running, right? Isn't that unjust? Isn't that like totally like there's no solution to that? So yeah, it would be totally unjust if that was the case, right? So it isn't. I already told you that you're both running. So how are you both running? In which way? And why are you both running? Like, why isn't he the runner and you're the chaser? Why do I come up with this idea that you're both running? Well, first of all, you know that you're one, right? You're one stream of consciousness. You're one energy. You're one. So he and you, two people down here, one being up here. So whatever he does, you do. That's the news. So if he's running, you're running. How are you running? You're on here on YouTube, on the internet, you're watching oracle card readings, you're doing everything it takes for you to figure out the runner, right? How can you be running? Or you're already at the stage where you're doing spiritual work, which is really good, like inner work. So you're at the stage where you get up in the morning, you sit down at your desk, you do the mirror exercise, or you do some other deep inner work. Actually, the mirror exercise is the only thing you need. I'll talk about that in some other video. But you're doing spiritual work, let's say. So you're like, I'm doing everything. Like, I'm investing all the time I have into pursuing our relationship and our love, because I am aware of our connection and he's not. Or he is aware, but he doesn't admit it. whichever it is, you feel like you're chasing this thing, which is your love and your connection, and he's running. Well, you are sitting down and doing the work. You are watching YouTube videos. You are getting really deep into the subject. And that's really good, because that's actually the role you're having. That's from God, but it's not a chaser role. It's just he's contributing, like the runner is contributing the same amount of work to your union for you to actually be together one day. One day sounds far away, doesn't have to be. I'm just saying it's a process and you're both contributing to it. Even if it looks like appearances, illusions, it looks like he's not doing anything. He's doing just as much. So you're doing your part by sitting down at your desk, by watching these videos. You're doing this part and he's doing some other part. But he's not more of a runner than you are. You are just as much a runner, and you have to figure out where and why, and then go in and heal it. Because there's different ways of running. You don't have to be out partying and not owning the connection you have with your twin in order to be a runner. You can be running from in some other area of your life. Maybe you're working at a dead-end job that you hate, but you keep on doing that because you're afraid of who you actually are inside, or what your calling is actually, or what your life purpose is. Maybe you can feel it sometimes in the back of your mind. It pops up like, oh, I would really love to be doing this and that, or I'm really good at this. But yet here I am working at a, you name it, at a grocery store, like filling the products up, something like that. Doesn't have to be like, there isn't a judgment in it. You can also be teaching math as a math professor at university, but you hate it. Deep inside, you're just doing it because your dad was a math teacher and your granddad was one, and you've always been math teachers in your family. So there wasn't really the option of you becoming an artist, right? So it's the same. You're running from part of you, part of yourself. You see it? So it's really detailed. It's really like, you can't really see it at first sight. At first you're like, oh, I'm here pursuing this, and he's not. And that's just not what the truth is. As you're one, you can just go from the principle that if he's running, you can name him a runner. That's all right. Just do me the favor and then turn it around and look at yourself and see where you are running from yourself, right? So that's, I think, all I wanted to say today. Yeah, please like and subscribe if you like my video. If you have a question, please get in touch with me. I'm gonna put everything down here, like my website, and yes, I think we see each other soon. I hope so. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.